Hello, everybody. Welcome back. This is Tinker77, and we are again back on my Patreon survival Minecraft server. We're back at the base here. We're going to spend most of our time here today. So we're going to do some other things first before we do that. So let's start to head out. I want to go and check my stores and things at the shopping area, and I also want to restock it. So we're going to go over first to the iron farm. I brought a couple shulker boxes. We're going to grab some iron from there so we can stock our store. And then we're also going to go and check out the micro blocks and mini heads and see how that's doing and probably clean that stuff up. It's been up for a while. I think we want to finish that up, okay? Let me go grab some iron, and then we're going to head over to town. One of the things I like about being on a server is that things change all the time. Like this castle seems to have just appeared overnight. This will probably be one of the new Patreons who have joined. We're going to take a look at that really quick. That looks pretty cool. I believe this is a Jantis. And he is still looks like working on the interior here. Still stuff's outside and things. So it's the project that's in progress. Okay, let's go over here to the house and see how those mini blocks and things are going. Okay, so we have, looks like we do have Iskal's and Mumbo's heads now. We've got all of these. This is really great. We've got a lot of mini blocks here. I'm going to take this down. So I'm going to take all the diamonds back because I think everybody's done with this. They've gotten what they want out of it. So I have to get all this packaged up. And I think probably what I should do is actually go over to the store and unload my 2 shulker boxes of iron so I can bring all this other stuff back. Let's go do that real quick. Okay, that's full. Got 2 more diamonds there. Let's fill that box up. And over here, this is empty. We're going to fill this up. So it looks like we have a little bit of diamonds from this trip, a few diamonds from sales, and get my diamonds back from the other things that I was working on. That's pretty good. Let's put this all away. Now we can use the shulker boxes back over there and get all the heads and things and put those away. While we're here, let's check on the time to the maze, see how people have been doing. Icon did not finish. Momcrafter did 19 minutes, 37 seconds, then 13 minutes, 36 seconds, and all the way down to 6 minutes and 4 seconds. Thomas Grillo also did it in 19 minutes and 13 seconds. So that's pretty good, guys. I am proud of you guys for attempting it and for finding the solution. I thought it would take you a lot longer, so good job. Lastly, I would like to highlight the arrival area for new arrivals to the Patreon server. Momcrafter has been working on this for quite a while, and I really wanted to highlight it because she has taken a lot of time to do it. It's basically a nice little camping scene, and she's used armor stands for each of the people. There's Icon. He's doing some terraforming. Pause player 10's falling to his death. Of course, I'm here welcoming you to the server. Momcrafter's here by the campfire. Bartalon, who's usually always on AFK fishing, he's fishing. And Thomas is lighting things up. Redcraft is harvesting potatoes. Jantis is playing in a tree. And Jude is having a little potion, and he's got a little chest here, probably like a cooler or something, hanging out. This is a very nice scene, and just shows you what the community here loves to do. So great job, Momcrafter. I really do like this. I think everybody on the server can agree this is fantastic. Here I am. I'm on top of the base, right at the top center. And today's project, we're going to make a mob farm. We're going to put this super high up in the sky above this. Now, I know it's going to look ugly until I do some decorating and kind of make it work with these curves that we have on all these sides. But it's going to be right here all the way up in the sky. So I'm going to first work on the mechanisms of gathering the resources that are picked up from the mob farm and a drop shoot. This is going to be a drop shoot style kill system. So I'm going to do that right now. Basically what this is going to have here, we're going to be starting off from the center, and I'm going to make a 5x5 wide hopper killing area. So I'm going to go right here. I'm going to go 4 up, and I'm going to put a chest down here, and I'm going to put another one right beside it. Okay. And then we're going to start to work on some of the hoppers. So it's going to go this way here. We're going to put, let's see if I can do this. Can I not put a hopper there? I can't put a hopper while crouching. Interesting. Okay. Well, we're going to put 2 hoppers going into there. You can see they're going that way. I'm going to put the center one will happen to go this direction. Now, I'm going to use 2 collection systems because I want to make sure that I have enough flow. I don't want the hoppers to get backed up. I'm hopeful that I will get and need it, so that's why I'm doing it now, just in case. Okay, so there we are. There is the other hopper line, and I really messed that up too. Okay. So now I want one side to be going into those. So we're just going to go like this. Not this hopper right here. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side going into all of those. And then we have this set up, okay? And then we're just going to build a drop chute, which is just me building big pillars. And I won't bore you with that. So we'll be back in a minute with that done. Finishing up the last 2 rows here of the drop chute. This is taking me a little bit longer because I thought I would try to keep with the color scheme. I didn't include sea lanterns in this, but I'm trying to keep with how it looks. See how these got the orange in the center and the red stripes? We're one offset of that, but I thought that this was a good way to kind of keep the build looking similar. So that's what I'm doing with this. Now, up here at the top, we are just about there. Now this is the top layer, and we're going to use some regular stone, some smooth stone here to ring this out. And this is not where that goes. Let's see if I can get this without it going down into the hoppers. Can I? Yes, I did. There we go. So this layer up here is where the collection system will start. Basically, this particular farm has the mobs spawning on platforms high above here, okay? And they get pushed off their platforms onto a large platform that is right here, and water pushes them into the section in here, and they fall down and die. That's going to be great. So we're going to build out this platform. I'm going to go change out a lot of my resources because I don't need all of the concrete and glass anymore. And then we're going to start working on that collection system. So I'm just now finishing up the last part here of this catching basin. Just making sure that everything's right. Everything looks right. It measures right. So there we go. We have this basin here. And now the next thing is wherever these red concrete blocks are, I need to add water on top of those. Okay. And I got to make sure I target those because I don't want to waterlog these blocks up here. I want to do those down there, the red ones. So I have put up here a little infinite water source, so at least I can get the water. And eventually this will be just gone. But basically, we're going to start to do this right now. So up here, we put one here, and you put one here, and you can see it kind of pours out. And that's what we want to see. We're going to have to do this a little bit, getting more of these water buckets and just filling this stuff in until we get this entire thing flooded. So let me go do that for a little bit, and we'll be done in a second. Well, I did it. I finished and got all of the water in, but I've encountered a problem here. This is ice. The block has frozen because of the biome that I'm in and where we are. So I'm going to have to think about what to do about this. I think what I'm going to do is replace the red with sea lanterns all the way around. It'll kind of give it a nice glow anyway, but the water should then not freeze. But I'm going to have to basically take all this water sources down real quick and replace that. This will give me a little bit of time here. Oh, gosh. Now I'm working on putting in the final bits for the dispensers that do the flushing system and the observers, which kind of chain these together. Basically, what's going to go on here is this observer will see the change in the dispenser, which will then fire a signal down, which this dispenser will see and dispense its water, and the observer below that will see that. And so it'll cascade all the way down from the top. So we're just putting this all in right now, just like that, okay? And then all we have to do now is we have to basically go back down and start to make the platforms for this whole entire project. And these are the platforms that the mobs will spawn on when we are... It's always noisy down here with the water. Anyway, these will be the places where they will spawn during this project. So we got to basically make out some platforms. Each platform goes off from this block. In each side, 7 blocks and a diamond. So I'm going to build that up right now. I ran out of smooth slabs, so I came back to my other base to use the super smelter, which is not very super, but it's okay. And we're going to head back over here. And this is my first look at it from far away. There's our part right there. Oh my gosh, look at that. It comes right up from the top. And you can see I got most of the layers in now. The last thing we have to do up here is have to get the roof on here. And we're going to do that right up here. This should be pretty easy. Now, I have right here, I have some dirt. We're going to pillar up. And what I need to do here is I want to work on the lower slab right here. Okay. And that way this roof will not be spawnable. So I need to go out the 7 blocks that you see right here and then 14 more. So it makes this large diamond. And then after that, we can come back here and we can work on the redstone, which will do the timing mechanism for this whole thing. The roof is done. And I've made a small AFK place up there with a little landing pad so I can get there with the elytra. And that's where I will stand when this is running. So now we basically have to put in all of the repeaters here and the comparator and the lever and the redstone. Okay. So we're going to do this. You need to have 24 repeaters, 12 on each side, and they should go back and forth. And we need to have them on 4 ticks, okay? So that has to go all the way down there. So you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then over here, you're going to have a comparator facing this way and a piece of redstone over here and a lever, okay? Now this comparator has to be in subtract mode. And so basically what's going on here is that it will, when the lever's on, the farm will work. It'll send a signal down, which I got to reverse those now. It'll send the signal down and then it'll come all the way back and it'll loop around. But if this is off, it will not continue on. So now I'm just going to put all of these in really quick. Okie dokie, we got that all done. So now all the repeaters are in place. This farm is just about ready to go. What we're going to do is we're going to go back down and we're going to start to put in some of these buckets into the dispensers. That's what they're called. I almost said droppers here. So we're going to go on down here. You can see that's already lit up. And I really should put in one of those. There we go. And then we have here, this is the first dispenser. We'll put a bucket in. And now we just go all the way down and do that every time. Okay, there's 2. I should have 9 total. I've got 7 more buckets, so I'm going to get all the way down. And I got all the way down here, but I have seen, and you can hear, there are a lot of mobs down here, and I don't want to have to go and fight them. So I'm going to fly out. I'm going to sleep. Obviously, they will still be there because it's still dark under there. But I'm going to log out, give it a few minutes here, and then come back. And there shouldn't be anything there, hopefully, when I get back, okay? We will see. I'm going to stand right here, actually. That's a better way to do it. Okay, I am back in, and there's one last thing that I need to do, and that is to put signs in right here where these blocks are. Okay, and what this does is the mobs will start to swim and push them over to the center, and it helps with keeping spiders and that sort of thing from getting on the side walls. So if you recall, this is 5x5, but they'll come out here to this area right here. So we're just about done here with this farm. Let me finish this up, and then we're going to give this a shot and see how it looks. All right, the farm is ready to go. So let's turn it on. And you can see it cycles all the way down. Okay, and it goes continually on. And I got to put this right back here. I forgot about that. I took that off for a second. There we go. And then it cycles back off. Okay, so there we go. This is a complete cycle. Now what's going to go on right now when it gets over this dropper, you hear the water start there, and it should be flushing all the mobs down. I'm going to go up into the AFK spot, and I'm going to get on the camera count so we can kind of look at this and see how it's doing. There I am. I'm hiding in the AFK spot, and the clock is running, and we'll see what's going on here. Now things should be spawning. Wow. And they come in here, and they can see they all go down, and they all drop. Okay, that was one cycle. And they should be all falling and dying. Awesome. Okay, so then the water turns off. And they should be respawning then. Getting a lot of spiders. There's some skellies in there. And then it gets flushed out. Okay, so it looks like it's doing pretty well. You got some creepers, zombies. So this farm is working fantastic, I think. I know I don't have a lot of storage down there right now. We're going to do that in a different episode. I want to try to see if I can decorate this a little bit. And I'm going to have to take some measurements, see where the points of these diamonds are and the point of the flush basin is. I'd like to make some sort of curve. I just need to know how big this is. Okay, so I'm going to do some measurements here off camera, and then we're going to start the next section. But this is fantastic. This is working great. Okay, this curve is going to start from right over here. I'm going to try to get this. It's going to go up. It's going to go up to the edge of this basin right here. And then it's going to go on all the way up to the roof, okay? So we're going to start it right here where the snow is. It should go all the way up, and it's going to be awesome when we get it done. Let's get started. Okay, I have created this curve. You can see it comes up from that point that I was at before, and it kind of goes up and goes right to the side of that edge of the basin right there, and then it goes back out. Let me go fly a little bit and see if we can see a little bit more from further out what that looks like. Here we go. That's what that kind of curve looks like. I like how that looks. The thing we have to do now, though, is kind of add this look here. Oops, I hit again. Is to make this kind of a section, the glass and the sea lanterns and the red trim. go all the way up with it, and then do that on all 4 sides. So I'm gonna get on the camera account and I'm gonna try to do a time lapse of this. This might take me a little bit longer because it is a lot of precision work, but it should be kind of cool. Let's see how I do. Let's take a look at this and see how it looks. Okay, we're gonna go out here. And I like that. I think I like that a lot. I haven't really looked at that this much from further away. Yeah, it looks really good. I don't know about this area right here. I think it's kind of a hard line. Did I goof up here, or did I just, is that the way it is on all these sides? Let's go check this side. Yeah, it's the same way. So we need to fix that. So let's fix that right now. I think the best thing we could do probably is just put a little bit right here. Put some glass over that and do that. I think that'll work. Let's go take a look really quick. Here we go. Yeah, that makes that curve transition a little bit nicer, not as sharp. And like, for instance, this side's kind of sharp. See that? I think that'll look good. Okay, I'm going to make that change really quick. I've made that change. Let's go over towards the old base over here. The original base with the iron farm and stuff. And let's go far out and see what this looks like from far away. We're going to turn. That looks pretty cool. The sun is kind of keeping us from seeing everything, but I think that looks really nice. I think that looks really good. The contours work really, really well. What do you guys think? Let me know down in the comment section what you guys think, okay? I'm interested to hear what you think about this. This is pretty cool. Now, there are some other things that need to be done with this, and we're not going to do it today, but they are working on the storage system. Right now, we just have 2 chests. You can see we have here a bunch of stuff. Looks like we got some witches. And we got this one over here. Same kind of thing. So this is not going to cut it for this farm. We need to work on something else. So probably in the next episode or 2, we're going to work on a bulk storage system that's not only for the mob farm, but also for all the other farms that we're going to put into this area. So I think that'll be a good project for the next video, is getting this pipe to some sort of storage system. I'm looking forward to that. Well, guys, that's all I've got time for today. So it's time for the flyaway outro, if I can do it. Let's see if I can fly away. There we go. Hey, if you like this video, please click the like button. If you have any comments, put them down in the comment section. And if you would like to be notified of the videos that I produce, please subscribe to this channel. And don't forget to hit the little bell icon so you get all of the notifications, okay? Thanks, guys. Have a great day. Bye-bye.